Hey guys, Drift here. Welcome to another video. Today I will be talking about Assetto Corsa and especially about the Drift Corner Grand Prix. So what this is, it's basically a driving simulation on the PC, and I use it mainly to go drifting in virtual reality, so to say. Not really virtual reality because I don't have a VR headset or whatever. But, you know, I use Assetto Corsa to basically practice my drifting when I'm at home. Maybe you've seen a video from Taylor Ray about the same topic, and I have to say I really agree with him on this topic. He's basically talking about how every drifter should get a simulator. Why you should do that is, first, it's much cheaper than buying a car, and second, you can practice whenever you want and wherever you want. Basically, you can download basically every track that you've ever seen in real life or on the internet or whatever, and then you can just go and drive almost any car you like as well. There's a very big modding community behind Assetto Corsa. And yeah, if you want to drive a stock S13 on Ebisu, you can do that. If you want to drive 1,000 horsepower 400D cars at Irwindale or Atlanta or something like this, or Long Beach, you can also do that. So for me, this was always a pretty cool thing to just do and practice with. Obviously, as I'm a student, I don't have that much money to go drifting maybe every month or so I'm very limited. At the same time, I'm right now trying to get at least my car ready to competition standard. That meant I had to get a roll cage. Also, it meant I had to get a helmet and a lot of safety equipment. And as any of you guys know that are into drifting or into racing in general, it is very expensive. And I've started actually drifting on the PlayStation a long time ago, and I always thought it was cool to have a steering wheel for the PC as well, or for the PlayStation at the time. And this was way back when I wasn't allowed to drive myself, and I just wanted to get as close to real driving as possible. And it started out with me playing Gran Turismo on the PS2, I think, and yeah, later I got a steering wheel as well, and it was just a lot of fun. Of course, now I know the physics in that game, especially for drifting, were nothing like real life. I quickly realized that at the time as well, and then I got into Live for Speed. It's another simulation. It's pretty old, but it's very good, especially with the force feedback and the feeling of the cars. It's pretty awesome. I played that for like 1 or 2 years, and then I kind of got bored of it, and that actually had to do with me just getting a real car. I got my Miata, and I started going to my first drift events, and at the time I thought, maybe I should just sell this steering wheel again, because I'm not playing that often anyways, and then I can just use this money to go to a practice event. In retrospect, that wasn't a very smart idea, maybe, because I think last year or so I ended up buying another steering wheel again, and with the release of Assetto Corsa a few years ago, it seemed to be a very nice platform to go drifting, because Live for Speed always lacked the variety in cars and also in tracks. You had different tracks from the game, and then from there on you could only make layouts on the flat surface. I don't know if anything has changed there. Maybe if I should try it again, let me know. But the cool thing about Assetto Corsa is you have basically all the tracks you could ever want, and it's a nice game in general. Okay, coming back to the topic, DCGP, Drift Corner Grand Prix. So what's happening here is basically this group of guys, I think from Poland they decided that they want to host a drifting competition online in Assetto Corsa. For me, that's pretty cool just like that. I think it's awesome that they're doing it, and I decided that I want to be part of it. For the DCGP, they will be using the Formula D tracks. So we have around in Long Beach, Atlanta, Orlando, Texas, Urbandale, and Seattle. I probably forgot something as well. And the thing is, we only have a small selection of cars from the same mod, basically. So what that means is it's pretty equal. If you're going to compete there, you have a choice of I think 5 or 6 cars, and then you basically compete like in Formula D. Formula D judging, and same rules. You know, qualifying first, and then top 32 if you make it, top 16, blah blah blah. Yeah, so basically I've decided to run in this championship for the reason that I think it's a very good idea to practice there. I've only done 2 competitions in real life so far. The one last year was pretty cool. I actually qualified for top 32, but the thing was I didn't have a cage, I didn't have the safety equipment, so I couldn't run the top 32. This year I ran the same competition again, but I didn't qualify. Why is that? Well, first of all, they changed the track. Second of all, I do only have 100 horsepower, and it was a bit difficult for this track. And I would have qualified for top 32, which they planned on running at first, but then they changed it to only top 16 at the last minute, so I wasn't able to run. So basically now I spent all my money in getting a cage and getting all the safety equipment to run this competition, and then I couldn't run because I didn't qualify, or I qualified poorly. Yeah, so that was a bummer. But what also happened was I ran my qualifying at the competition, and I noticed that I wasn't doing a very good run. I had practiced the day before and was not feeling that comfortable with the track anyways, but I could lay down some solid runs, I felt like, at least something to qualify me. And then when qualifying came, I choked a little bit, to be honest, and I think I straightened on my first run, and I almost straightened on my second run and missed a lot of clipping points, so that's why I got a poor score. So I think that had something to do with my head, and I was very nervous before the qualifying runs, and yeah, I'm just running this DCGP now to basically try to get that under control so I can go to competitions later on and maybe be a bit used to it. I don't know if that makes sense. Some people might think, oh, but it's only a game. How can that be the same thing? Of course, it's not exactly the same thing, but let me tell you, the basics you learn in this drifting on the PC, they transfer to the drifting in real life. Like the physics aren't 100%, of course not. Force feedback is strange sometimes, and you don't always feel what the car is doing 100% of the time, because you only have a steering wheel and you don't sit in the car and you can't really feel what's going on with the car, so it's all basically just from seeing and what the force feedback is giving you. But the point is, if you pull the handbrake, the car reacts the same way. If you step on the gas, the car reacts the same way. And if you change your steering input, it reacts the same way as it would in real life as well. Another thing is tuning. You can learn a lot about suspension tuning and setup with Assetto Corsa or with car simulations. Again, it will not be 100% the same thing, but you can get an idea of what different spring rates do and how the car behaves after that. And yeah, basically that's why I decided to run this championship now. It started with a round in Long Beach, and yeah, for me that didn't go so well. I couldn't qualify again, unfortunately. If we look at my qualifying runs, first run we will see right now, I'll leave off the line everything good, I was concentrated, and I wanted to lay down a really solid run, or a really cool run, let's say. I've done it in practice, I was able to run the wall pretty good, so I thought to myself, yeah, let's just do the same thing as in practice. So, threw it in, a little bit too hard, touched the wall a little bit, it straightened me out completely, bam, 0, right there. Yeah, finished off the run as best as I could, but couldn't be saved, it was a 0 already. So, that wasn't good. Now I had my second run, and keep in mind you can't really practice in between these runs. You basically have to lay it down in these 2 runs or your event is over basically. So second run I thought, okay, let's keep it a bit more safe, just get a score down so I can be in the battles. So I did that, threw it in, first outside zone, I had a lot of room to the wall, everything good, felt nice, and then for some reason I didn't step on the gas enough or something, or it wasn't fast enough, and I straightened out for a split second at the second outer clip, and yeah, basically another 0. The rest of the run was really awesome. I did a nice wall tap at the outer zone, and then the rest was pretty solid, but yeah, I failed again. So yeah, I just wanted to take you through my qualifying basically from Long Beach. I just really need to do a save run for my first qualifying lap, and then if I got a score down and I feel comfortable enough that I will be in the battles, then I can try to hit the walls or tap the walls. Yeah, lesson learned, I hope, and hopefully we'll be better next time. And thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe or comment what you want to see. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.